When you can find the light in the dark times, you begin to appreciate the little things that go right. What's going on? You're listening to episode 21 of the Perspective Podcast, and I'm your host, Scotty.D.Russell of Perspective Collective. This show is about encouraging you to push your creative career forward. Whether you have a day job like me, or you have a family at home, or maybe you just don't think you have the time, I want these weekly episodes to help you unleash your creativity. It's crazy to think about how quickly 2016 came and went already. And now here we are going into 2017, and, it's been a huge year of reflection and growth, and honestly, this year overall has been a massive roller coaster for me. And before the podcast, maybe all you saw was the highlights, but the podcast has let me, share a lot of the things that I have been having to go through, like a lot of demons, a lot of, stuff that I battle each day as a creative. By far, this year, I've made the biggest growth in not only my art, but in my business, and just kind of figuring out my identity and who I am as not only a person, but as an artist as well. But a lot of shit has gone wrong this year too, whether it's been like back injuries, ankle injuries, my nose getting messed up, car crashes, getting my house flooded, and constant, doubting myself as a creative. I've dealt with a lot of stuff this year too, but by no means do I feel like I have it bad off. It's easy to get caught up in bad things that happen, but this episode is about seeing your life in 2017 through a positive lens. But I need to clarify up front, as finding a silver lining in things may not always be immediately possible, and it's probably going to feel impossible at times too. An example of this is one of my close friends replied back to me earlier this week after I wished him a happy birthday. I hope he's having an awesome day. And, he opened up to me and told me that someone close to him is dealing with cancer for the second time. She is so young. She's about my age, 28. And it crushes me to know that she is battling this again and that he has to watch it again. And it's times like these when you question why things like this happen to good people. And being pissed and or sad feel like the most reasonable reactions. I would want to set the freaking world on fire if this was my wife going through this. So I'm not here preaching that this couple should totally find the good in the situation, because, sometimes that's just not what you should be doing in the moment, okay? It's okay to feel the emotions that you're currently feeling. So I'm not telling you to always be positive 24/7. That would be a non-human thing to do. Aside from these extreme scenarios like that, which I just shared, there's also a lot of negative things going on outside our lives that we get too caught up in that are out of our control. As well as there's a lot of things going wrong in your life that you do have control over. All I'm saying is that a lot of good happens in your life, and to not overlook it and dwell in the negative. So with that being said, here's kind of my 2016 year in review, as well as my 2017 creative encouragement, okay? And it's about finding the light within the darkness.
How can you let it pass you by, pass you by?
Are you one of those people who is claiming 2016 to be the worst year yet? This seems to be the overwhelming perspective judging by social media. Everywhere you go, it's just someone hating on like, man, 2016 was bad. I really hope 2017's better. Come on, guys. Let's have a better 2017. Yeah, 2016 had some low points, don't get me wrong. The presidential election, that was like nails on a chalkboard for well over a year. The crap that's going down in Aleppo right now, like, that's horrible. The North Dakota pipeline protests, tons of racism in the media, terror attacks, and even celebrities passing away, some of our most favorite ones. I could keep going, I could keep building this list, and I'm sure you have a few things on your mind that sucked ass too that you could add to this. However, what are some of the good things that happen, specifically in your life? if you reflect long enough, I guarantee you can find some kind of high points to balance out the roller coaster you've experienced this year. I mentioned it in the previous episode 20, but it's hard to appreciate the good without the bad. Seeing the horrible things going on in the world, like the suffering people of Aleppo, should make you stop and appreciate every little thing that you take for granted. For example, how amazing is it to have a roof over your head at night? How great is it to sleep without having bombs going off all around you? And how freaking lucky are you to have access to food and clean water? See my point? So yeah, 2016 wasn't the greatest, but you have a choice of which lens you choose to see the world through. Going into 2017, my message is to encourage creatives like you to find the light within the darkness. Okay, appreciate when things are going right in your life, as you can't appreciate the good without the bad. So let's talk a little bit about the law of attraction, okay? Basically, the concept I'm getting to is negative attracts negative. I'm a huge advocate. I'm a huge believer of the law of attraction, and I've watched it work many good things plus a lot of bad things in my life. But it all boils down to the concept of like attracts like. When you focus on the negative, you're going to attract more negativity in your life. Your mindset and the thoughts you vibrate out into the universe manifest more of what you're thinking of. Think about it. So you wake up one morning and it feels like nothing is going right. So you slept in too late. You wake up, first thing you do is stub your toe getting out of bed. Then it's taking you forever to get ready because you woke up too late, so you're speeding to work. You honk and scream because it seems like everyone is driving too slow, or you're missing every light that you normally hit. Then you end up clocking in late, and it seems to be everyone else's fault, and your whole day goes spiraling out of control. And it leaves you thinking, what's next, or how could this get any worse? Did you ever think that maybe you're doing this to yourself with your mindset? Seriously, I'm not even lying. This used to be me. I held a grudge against the world for the majority of my life, and I self-sabotaged myself for a long, long, long time. And it's no wonder why things weren't going right. I was so depressed. I was so mad. I was thinking, why me? How could this get worse? And things continually got worse. So I want you to imagine the kind of day you could have if you just took a hit on the chin and you chose to keep moving forward. What would happen if you chose to see things through an optimistic lens and appreciated the good, whether it be large or small? On the opposite end of the spectrum of like attracts like, you have positivity and gratitude. Life is always going to throw you haymakers, but why would you want to be in the mindset of constantly looking over your shoulder and waiting for that next blow? When you can find the light in the dark times, you begin to appreciate the little things that go right. It doesn't always have to be something major like hitting the lottery for things to go right. Something as simple as someone complimenting you, or someone just opening the door for you, can spark a whole chain of positive reactions for someone if they choose to be in that mindset. Because positivity and gratitude allow you to find the light within the darkness. And this is your 2017 creative encouragement. So as I stated in the intro, there are times where finding the silver lining may not feel possible. I'm not telling you to be a positivity robot 24/7. Okay, be a human, but also realize you choose how you see the world. Everything is perception. If the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up is spill your coffee, shake it off and be thankful you can afford to have coffee in the first place. When you see negativity shining in your Facebook feed and everybody wants to jump on that, don't give into it and go to YouTube and watch some cat videos. And that's an important message to myself too, because sometimes I get caught up in the Facebook drama, so I'm far from perfect. For real though, appreciate the good and enjoy the creative process of your life. Make 2017 your bitch and choose to find the light in the darkness. It's pretty amazing what all you can accomplish in a year, especially if you're, choosing to find the good in things and attracting more good in your life. I swear on this law of attraction stuff, look it up. I owe a lot of the good things that happened to me this year, I feel, is because of the mindset I have and the thoughts that I put out into this world. So yeah, it may sound woo-woo, but look into it for yourself before you start turning things down, because who knows, maybe it's that little thing that you're missing within your mindset to, turn your life around like I did for myself. I guess going into 2017, I need to just stop and sincerely thank you for any minutes or seconds of your existence that you have spent listening to the podcast, commenting on a photo of mine or of a drawing of mine. Just any effort you've given to encourage me means the world to me, and I am so incredibly thankful. Maybe I say it too much, maybe I don't say it enough, but for real, I am so grateful for you. And this show is to not only help myself find my voice and become a better creative, but it's to encourage you along the way to pursue your creativity. If you want to find me, you can find me online at perspective-collective.com, or my favorite platform right now is Instagram. Seriously, they keep adding more and more new features that makes it so I don't really need to go anywhere else. So just look up Scotty.D.Russell, Scotty with the Y, and you'll find me. Yeah, I hope you have an enjoyable last few days of 2016. Cherish it with your loved ones, your friends, family, and then go into 2017 with this mindset that, good things do happen, bad things are going to happen, but you're going to take a hit on the chin and keep moving, keep pushing forward. Also, lastly, I need to just thank Nick Jenkins of Blookah for hooking me up with all the theme music you hear on this show. You can find him at soundcloud.com/Blookah. That's BLOOKAH. And as always, I just want to encourage you to keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and keep creating. You've got this.